Welcome to this Monday morning guided coaching meditation, where I'm going to help you tap into your inner wisdom. It's interesting. Every day we make thousands of decisions. And some of those are habitual decisions that you've always made. And some are ones that you make because you've thought it through. You've got the facts. But that doesn't make them right for you, does it? It doesn't make them the right decision, just that they've ticked enough boxes. What I want to show you today is how you can touch into an inner part of you, an inner wisdom, to allow you to take better decisions that have your best interests at heart. And all you're going to have to do is sit and listen to follow the sounds of my words and listen to my voice, taking you somewhere that's just yours, just for you, as I guide you to start a way of making better decisions for you. So when you're ready, I want you to close your eyes and transport yourself to a deeper place within you, a place that loves you, that wants the best for you, and has you at the very heart of everything it does. And yes, it is your heart. Bring your attention to your heart beating in your chest. Pay attention to it. Is it beating fast or slow? It doesn't matter. Just pay attention to it. Because in a moment, I'm going to ask you to not just pay attention to it, but imagine, if you will, stepping into it. This inner sanctuary that's all for you. And it's warm. And it provides a beating heart to your life, a rhythm of how you live. As you draw your attention inwards, you can start to feel yourself aligning with everything that you are. Because right now, in this space, where you are alone and can be undisturbed, you can bask in the comfort and relaxation of your heart. As you imagine yourself going into your heart completely safely for your heart and for you, so that you're surrounded in some sort of cocoon, if it helps, in your heart. Here you can get away from the familiar humdrum of your life. You can let go of the habitual routines that you have, immersing yourself in this solitude, surrounded by the vastness of the space within your heart. Feeling a deeper relaxation, unfurling from the tips of your toes all the way up to the top of your head as you really bask in this serenity within your heart. Because it's here that you make decisions that are right for you. Do you love what you're going to do, or do you not? Are you drawn towards what you're doing, or are you holding back in some way? Are you all in or half out? Your heart will guide you. Now, I am not saying that what it guides you to do is what you should do. Only you can make that final choice, and I'm going to help you with that too. So just for the moment, whilst you're enjoying this space, what I'd like you to do is imagine the question that you need an answer to right now. Now, this is an early stage way of developing self-awareness. And I want you to imagine going deep within you to ask a question that is a yes or a no. And it doesn't much matter what the question is, only you know that. But I want it to be a yes or no answer. It keeps it simple because you can then get that answer and know what you're going to be doing with it. Have you got the question? As you're enjoying this warmth of your heart, being inside your heart, I want you to ask yourself the question and just notice what you notice. Some people will get an answer in their head, yes or no. And that makes life easier. What I would ask is just notice where that comes from, because this is your heart answering, not your head. So just pay attention where it comes from. And then think about it when you're conscious where that's coming from. If they're the same place, then it's not your heart. Other people will get a sort of warmth that goes through their heart. It may feel lifted or expanded. There'll be something positive in your experience. And everybody is different, so I don't know what that is for you. It's like everything. In order to become a master at it, you have to practice and practice and practice. And you can do that with some simple things that won't necessarily cause a lot of problems if they don't work out exactly. And the more you practice this, the better you will get. And when eventually you know the answers, the yes-no answers that are going to give you, you'll find that you'll be able to expand that even further. But right now, what is happening? Maybe your heart's like, no, I'm not into that. That's not right for you. Or maybe it's saying something like fear. Now, you'll notice this because it will not just be the heart that reacts. If there's a fear factor, it could well be your gut as well. So tune into that. If you're feeling that your heart constricts a bit, or the flow goes a bit faster, or something changes that is detrimental to you, maybe the color of the energy around you, just tune into it. And then you've got an answer about whether it's right for you or not. As I said, you're not going to take the decision solely on this, but it's your inner wisdom telling you it's not quite right. No, there's something different, something better for you. Does that make sense? So once you've tapped into your heart center and your heart's given a yes or a no, in whatever way it's going to do it, let's move down to your gut center. This is a really important area for keeping you safe. Your gut may already be responding, if you're sensitive in that way, to say, oh no, this is not good. It might be feeling a bit queasy. It might be churning a bit. I don't know, but you do. Just allowing yourself to recognize the signs of the yes and the no's that you're getting from your body mind. Again, you're not necessarily going to make your decision based solely on these. What I'm asking you to do is to tune into these centers such that you can start to tune into these as you make the smaller decisions of life until you can trust what you're getting, and then you can use them even more. So bring your attention to your gut, right in the center of your gut. And just notice as you ask this question, what is the response that you're getting there? Has the energy changed? Is it flowing or churning? Is it constricting or expanding? Just notice what you notice. This is all about you. And as you get the answers that you want from these two centers, there is something called the vagus nerve that connects your gut to your heart, to your brain in your head. And I want you to travel up that vagus nerve as it connects all three up to the brain. And now ask your conscious mind the question that you want an answer to. Is it still going ahead? Or are there now some more questions that you need to ask to make them more appropriate for you? And I don't know how that works. Happy to have a conversation with you if you need help with making those decisions. Tuning into what's important to you, who you are. Because sometimes we need to put ourselves first, don't we? We need to be able to say, no. So just play with this when you're making those decisions. Shall I go to dinner with my friends? Shall I don't know, shall I go to town shopping? Shall I upgrade my PC today? Some things where the rest of the world is not, it's not going to be life-changing. It's about learning to trust that inner wisdom that you have, because it's there for you. And the more you practice this over some of the smaller decisions of life, the more you're going to be able to take this to the bigger ones. And just imagine having that inner wisdom that will guide you more and more. Take care. When you come back into the room, wiggling your fingers and your toes, knowing that you've just learned something new about you. All the best.